Hello guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Banjo-Tooie. Actually, I was about to say Kazooie, but it's actually Tooie. And in this part, I am going to very painfully try to do as much as I can. See, the thing about Glitter Gulch Mine is it makes itself very hard to LP. There's a lot of backtracking and such. Over here we have a rock covering an entrance to a mine that we must build drill, and a globo that we can use for Mumbo when we come back out of this mine. And actually I did intend on going down here. To get that ginger we have to beat Humba's creation. Up here we have to destroy this boulder so that we can access another area, or access this area from another area. But down here there is something that you're not supposed to be able to do yet, but I'm going to attempt to do anyway, just because it'll save me time. This is the power hut. Later in the game you will learn a move where you can break up Banjo and Kazooie, and you are supposed to have Banjo or Kazooie or somebody, one of the two, come up and hit that switch, and it'll turn on all the lights in the basement of the powerhouse, so that you can get to the Jiggy without, you know, like falling, because now you can see. The thing is though, I don't really need to. You can actually see the outline of the platforms, and I know it's sequence breaking, and it seems kind of, you know, like a bit like cheating, but I thought, you know, really there's no point in waiting and coming back after I get that move, because really it's the only time I have to come back after getting a move from the same level. It's not easy to do, but I'm going to attempt to do it here. I wish I could get a slightly better camera angle, but I don't think I'm going to. Interestingly enough, if you fire some fire eggs, you can figure out where you're going, because they do give off light. So at the expense of a few fire eggs, you can get a Jiggy a little bit early. Other than that, this area usually is reserved until after the next world, after you learn these split pads. So yeah, I guess that's kind of a spoiler. We will be learning a move that will split Kazooie from Banjo and put him in the back, and I just fell down and died. I will cut that out quick, so I will see you guys in a second. Hello guys, welcome back. There we are, there's the Jiggy. Other than that, you didn't really miss much of anything. Interestingly enough, when you die in Tooie, really all it does is take away a life. Your notes get saved, everything gets saved. So basically I just kind of use that as a shortcut back to the beginning of the level. So yeah, it really isn't as bad as Banjo-Kazooie. You really don't want to die in Banjo-Kazooie. In Tooie, it's really not that bad of a thing. I think though what we are going to go do is get the... Well, actually let's go to Humba's, and we are going to go blow some stuff up with the transformation. So we're gonna go into Humba's, and there's actually a warp pad in here, and I believe the only reason the warp pad is inside is because your transformation will not be able to get up the steep slope up to the entrance of Humba's hut, and so you have to warp inside and change back. And there might be a secret behind Humba's chair. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't, but evidently not this time. So we are going to jump into her pool, and we are going to get changed into, yes, a TNT plunger box, a wooden one nonetheless. So yeah, basically what we are is we are a detonator. If we hit B, we will explode, but we will do damage to ourselves as well as doing damage to those around us. But there are a lot of things that we need to blow up as this guy, and so we are going to do that. What you gotta do is you gotta stand at the end of the fuses of those TNT boxes and just blow them up. there is that one. There's one over here. And actually you can swim as the detonator, which is kind of weird. You don't really swim as much as you just kind of bob. But anyway, through this little door over here, which is easy to miss, there's going to be another thing that we need to blow up, except this time there's a hut that we cannot get through. But there is indeed a... well, that is the attack anyway, because I missed the fuse. But here's the fuse. We will be coming back to this area as Banjo-Tooie. There are things to do in there. But if we keep moving, we have 2 or 3 more things to blow up as the TNT block. One of which you remember is back behind the end of the tracks, which is where we'll go right now. The other one is inside of mine entry 2 over by Mumbo's, which I didn't activate the warp pad for, and I'm kind of regretting now. But I do have to say the one thing about Glitter Gulch Mine is there's way too much like stuff to do. There's still stuff that is blocked off and things that I need to break, and then I'll need to transform back and forth in between Mumbo and this guy if I forget anything. But I guess that is just the nature of Tooie. There's a lot of backtracking in Tooie. But anyway, if we blow up these rocks, the box will be able to move down that way. We can't really do anything as the detonator though right now, so we will come back as Banjo and Kazooie to not necessarily get a reward, but to do more with that is really all I'm gonna say. And onto mine entrance 2, which will take us just a bit to get to, and we'll probably grab the Globo on the way. Other than that, there's probably not going to be a whole lot get done this video. After we are done blowing up TNT though, we might in fact go change into Mumbo and get some stuff done, if time allows it, which it probably should. But over here, we are going to go through the area by Bully and Bill's house, and one of the really most important moves in this game, because it is used so much. I can't even explain to you guys how much that move will be used throughout this playthrough. But we have a Globo over here, and down in here we will get to blow that cell door off if I can get down there. That's the one thing about having a character that hops to move that sucks. You can't get into little holes like that, and I can't believe how incredibly long that took. But anyway, we will blow up this thing of TNT, and we can't actually, well, we can get to that Jinjo if I can get through the doorway. There's that guy right there, and over in the other room there are just some feathers. That is the first red Jinjo we have come across. Yeah, it's just really another Jinjo. But if we exit once more, we will quick go get the warp pad up here by Mumbo's and go change back. And I just blew myself up trying to use the warp pad. And it's time to go inside Humba's. Now there's an interesting thing that will be explained in a minute. Humba Wumba and Mumbo do not like each other. They both claim to do the best magic in all the Isle of Hags, and so they aren't very friendly. But as you will see, when we change into Mumbo, we won't be able to warp into Humba Wumba's tent as Mumbo. The game will not allow us, because Humba Wumba will not allow us inside of her tent as Mumbo. So it will get pretty nasty mean. There's actually only 1 or 2 times that you will go into Humba Wumba's tent as Mumbo, and that's in a much later level. But if we can get the timing right, we will give Mumbo our Globo, and he will in turn be a magic shaman for us. So yes, I do need your help, Mumbo. I always need your help, Mumbo. And there are 2 things to do as Mumbo in this level. I think 2. I don't think there's any more. One of which gets us a Jiggy, and one of which gets us actually a Jiggy and another thing, and also a boss fight. But we will get into that much later, definitely in the next video. Maybe even a video after that, depending upon how much certain things, or how long certain things take. But we are going to actually go back to the warp pad because I'm a lot farther away from the area I wanted to go to than I thought I was. But we're going to take the warp pad. Yeah, see, we can't go inside Mumbo's. We're going to take it to outside the crushing shed, though. As you can remember, there's a Mumbo pad there. And right here, if we use this Mumbo pad, Mumbo will do a levitate spell on the Jiggy boulder, and we'll move it inside the crushing shed, which won't in itself do anything as of yet, but we have to go in there as Banjo and do some stuff. But that will also probably be in the next video, just because of how long these sequences take. And I don't know if I got the warp pad outside where I need to go, but I think I did. Not sure though. Anyway, Mumbo will move that boulder inside of the crushing shed and place it on a conveyor belt that isn't moving, but will be moving once we take another visit. Once you do the things with Mumbo, the Mumbo pads will disappear. Seems pretty obvious. Just in case, that is Mumbo's only attack, by the way. And near the train station. Yes, the train station. There are train stations in this game. There's a train station, or a train system, rather, that will take us between levels, but we have to open it up. And in order to open it up, we have to fix the train that has seemed to have derailed. So as Mumbo, we can do another levitate spell, and we will levitate Chuffy the train. Unfortunately, Chuffy the train has a big bad old King Cole inside of it that we'll have to fight as the level boss, and in fact might be the only boss that you have to face in order to unlock certain features. You do have to defeat Chuffy in order to use the train. It's actually really easy to defeat him later after we get another item / upgrade sort of thing, but is not necessary, and as part of the course will not be used or waited for. I deem there's no sense in waiting. If I can do it now, there's no point in me not doing it now. We're going to go back to Mumbo's, change back into Banjo, and probably not get much of anything else done because there's not much time. There are a few more Jiggies to get down in the mines. There's one to get at the crushing shed, and there's of course the boss. There's a few we can't get yet, and I believe I'm also missing a Cheeto page and possibly a few extra honeycombs. We will check quickly. Yes, I'm missing 2 extra honeycombs, 1 Cheeto page, 2 Jinjos, and 7 Jiggies. Yes, we only have 3 Jiggies after 2 or 3 videos. I forget how many it's been by now. But in the last minute, we are probably not going to do anything at all. So I'm just going to leave the video here, and I will see you guys in the next part. Thanks for watching.